Events in Minneapolis are heating up beyond belief, but something just took place today. Somebody has actually infiltrated and leaked the anti-ICE rioters manual on how to train, how to defend, how to instigate, how to record, how to attack ICE agents. This is organized. This is funded. This is getting out of control. There's a whole lot to take a look at in this video, especially now because tensions are even higher than where they were yesterday. All I ask in return is for you guys to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And this video is sponsored by Private Internet Access, but more on that later. They now have drone footage of they've completely barricaded themselves in with no ICE zones. They're using vehicles, they're using garbage bins, they're using actual things to blockade themselves in downtown Minneapolis. This is lawlessness. I mean, this is insane. Like, I don't even know how this is even able to continuously go on. It really reminds me of Chaz in Portland or in Seattle, wherever the hell that was a few years ago. A quick reminder that in 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020, there were riots. In 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024, there were no riots. And then in 2025 and in 2026, there were substantially more riots. Does it make sense yet? Just pointing out the obvious. The left riot when they are not in power. That's insane. I mean, this is just a factual, objectively true post. And when you lay it out like that, it's a little scary. Communist, socialist, and far-left protesters held another anti-ICE, anti-American direct action march, and they were joined by Democrats. You can't make this up, man. People are wanting communism in America. It's so crazy. But where it gets even crazier is how far into violence these rioters are really taking it. So James O'Keefe shared a text message from an unknown number that he received. "We know you're in Minneapolis. You're with O'Keefe and his crew of Nazis. While you're in a white Ford license plate, blah, 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 from Florida, you have 1 hour to leave or you are dead." And even Elon Musk shared this and said, wow, because that's insane. Can you imagine getting a text from a random number like that? That's wild. Democrats and Antifa are literally hunting down anyone that they think is ICE. This live streamer got attacked in his car tonight in Minneapolis.
Oh, okay.
So Antifa knocks at the door.
What's good?
And then they just start immediately attacking him.
Yeah. You just gotta punch me in my car. Let me out, bitch.
Get out.
Let me out. Fight fair, motherfucker.
Get the car, nigga.
Yeah, let me out, motherfucker.
Bitch is hurt, right? Some bitch is hurt, right?
Yeah, let me.
Oh my goodness, man. This is how people end up getting shot and killed. Like, what is wrong with Antifa to literally just try to break into somebody's car, rip them out, and fight them? I mean, my goodness, man. People have insane fatigue of these rioters too. Look at this guy. He tries to block a car from getting on a main road or a highway, uses an umbrella or a weapon to try and beat the car. Guy gets out and absolutely whoops this rioter's ass. I mean, it's just crazy what's going on. Dude, just go back to normal. Live your life. Go spend time with your family. Like, why are you trying to block cars from getting onto the main roads and highways? Like, oh, it's main character syndrome. These people think that they're in like a Luke Skywalker rebellion movie or saga or something like that. And now it's not just against other civilians and other people. They are actually trying to attack ICE. Literally, anti-ICE protesters are attacking federal agents in Minneapolis, Minnesota as of today. I mean, I know it's been going on, but it's getting insane now. Like, they're just straight up throwing fists. Like, you see ICE agents on the ground, somebody jumps up and starts pummeling the ICE agent. At what point does this escalate to where federal agents and law enforcement start literally using live ammunition? No one wants to see that. No one wants to get to that point. But I think that we're like a stone's throw away from really getting there. Because how do you defend against something like this? More tear gas? They're showing up with gas masks. You could take fire trucks and hose people down. I mean, that might shoo quite a few people away, but it just seems so unnecessary right now. These rioters are literally instigating, and now we found out that they actually have manuals. They're trained on this. Before we get into this leaked memo that shows every single bit of information of how these people are organized, what their code signals are and all that stuff, we have to talk about the best way to protect yourself. The best way to protect yourself online, and that would be through private internet access. This video is sponsored by Private Internet Access. Private Internet Access is my go-to VPN for many different reasons. It makes me feel safe when I'm browsing the internet. So it allows me to hide my identity as well as make sure that the government isn't stealing my information and selling it to a bunch of private companies. It also gives me the ability to go on Netflix, Hulu, and all of the streaming platforms and take a look at content that wouldn't be available in Canada. So if I want to watch American content on Netflix, I can easily just boot up private internet access. Some countries around the world, just like Canada, ban people from being able to view the news. So having a VPN like private internet access allows you to get past that barrier. One subscription to private internet access covers all of your devices. In fact, it's actually unlimited amount of devices, which is pretty freaking cool. If you want to take back control of your identity and your personal information when browsing online, then private internet access is the VPN for you. If you click the link down below in the description, the pinned comment below, or scan the QR code on the screen, you get 83% off plus 4 months for free when you click the link down below in the description. You also get a 30-day money-back guarantee, which is phenomenal. Thank you, Private Internet Access, for sponsoring today's video. So here's the entire training manual for domestic terrorist patrols chasing ICE agents in Minneapolis. So you got right here, table of contents, foot patrol, patrol decision tree, chat emoji information, whistles, salute, ICE encounters, everything. Feel free to go here. I'll repost this on my X account. It's reposted, or you can just screenshot this as you want to go along. But everything is in here. Mobile patrol, everything you could possibly imagine. I mean, this is a buddy or two, fully charged phone and a car charger if you have it. Turn off biometrics and have an A+ digit pin to unlock your phone. An external battery pack. Try and keep a full tank of gas. A whistle, extra if you have them. Water, extra water, as in bike style bottles for chemical irritants. Snacks, clothes and footwear, or extended time in the outdoor weather and elements. Notepad, a way of taking notes that works for you. Face coverings for protection. Safety glasses. Oh my goodness, a megaphone, how to identify ICE agents. This is insane. This isn't a regular protest. Look at this, they got charts. Deploy RR, report to patrol chat, size, 3 vehicles, 6 agents, activity, knocking at door. Like, this is so organized and funded. Dude, this is crazy. This is literally like a little militia. So you got green, low risk, yellow, medium risk, and red is high risk. So the red, high risk, confronting ICE agents, responding to an active raid, ICE tracking, chemical irritant incidents, night and evening operations and patrols, losing contact with partner and phone, exposing the name and address via plate scanners. Oh my goodness, dude. It's all right here. It's all in group chats. It's all documented. And this is all gonna, I mean, not only is it just being posted on social media, but the feds, the government, is going to have access to this and going to start throwing people in jail. If you're being pulled over by ICE, call Axie Marco at this number, 651, blah, 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 or via Signal. Do not hand them the phone. Keep your windows rolled up, but cracked enough to hear and be heard. Put the phone on speaker. Immigrant Law Center of Minneapolis or Minnesota. Here's the number. Also call on behalf of someone in ICE custody. Legal Rights Center, all this stuff. Only call this number if you are personally arrested and detained, or if you are a direct contact for a detained arrested responder and can share their local personal identifying information. This is so deep. Oh my goodness. Links to everything. This is in clouds, like cloud storage. This is in Google Drive. all this stuff. This is a deep-seated anti-American militia that's being, I mean, where's all the funding coming from this? I get that people are angry. I get that people are trying to organize on their own, but this is kind of next level, unless I'm mistaken. But this feels a little bit more professional than what we've seen in the past. So somebody actually took to Grok here in the comments and said, hey, Grok, list 10 things on this document that may not be legal. Based on reviewing the manual's content, here are 10 aspects that could potentially violate laws. Tailing ICE vehicles, risking stalking charges. Blowing whistles to warn agents, possibly aiding fugitives. Gathering crowds to film, potentially obstructing operations. Identifying abductors, which in this case is agents, and that's invading privacy. Advising physical presence to deter raids, that's risking interference. Using encrypted chats for real-time tracking if coordinating crimes. Preparing for chemical exposure, implying planned confrontations. Documenting agent details, possible doxing. Evading police questions could be seen as non-cooperation, and organizing patrols without permits is resembling vigilantism. So this is insane. And somebody took it next level and said 50, list 50 things, or they did 20. So there you go. Okay, this is getting a little bit out of hand, and I think that you're going to start to see people face some serious legal repercussions because of this. I mean, that is just, I'm just kind of speechless. That's next level. This is next level.
Well, but remember, these agents have also arrested thousands of violent criminals in Minneapolis. That's one of the reasons that crime is down. And we're seeing that across the country. ICE, and look, again, anytime something bad happens, we all lament that. I wish it didn't happen. But the rhetoric does need to be toned down. But we also need to remember, why is ICE doing this in cities? They're enforcing federal law, Margaret. The law says you can't be here illegally, and if you're committing violent crimes, the president made it clear, in fact, he was elected, President Trump was elected, to get rid of criminals in our communities. 416,000 criminals have been arrested by ICE just in the last year. That has helped make our communities safer.
Then Barack Obama, released a statement. The killing of Alex Preddy is a heartbreaking tragedy. It should also be a wake-up call to every American, regardless of party, that many of our core values as a nation are increasingly under assault. Here it is if you want to screenshot it and take a look at it. I'm not, or pause the video if you would like, but I have no interest in reading that right now. Even talks about Renee Good. I mean, come on, bro. You're literally adding more fuel to the fire by saying stuff like this. It's truly getting out of hand. But to combat Barack Obama and all this other woke propaganda that's adding more fuel to the fire, here's what Kristi Noem had to say.
Separate from the specific investigation, we know that Alex Preddy, according to officials in Minnesota, was legally a concealed carry permit holder. He had his gun legally. Is your message to people who are concealed carry permits that if they're going to go to a protest, they should leave their gun in the car?
You know, my message to individuals is don't go impede law enforcement operations. That's not legal. You're breaking the law when you do that. It's also breaking the law to concealed carry in Minnesota without an ID on you. And you shouldn't be laying hands on law enforcement and getting in their faces and trying to stop them from conducting their work. All of that is part of protocol, but it also is the law. And when people are in violation for the law, there's consequences for that.
Last night, our
main character syndrome. These people watch too many movies. They watch too many TV shows. They think that they can go and be this Batman or Superman vigilante and fight the big evil government, fight Darth Vader, right? That's what they're kind of imagining in their brains. And the reality is that's not the case. Maybe temporarily you get away with some of this stuff. Maybe temporarily you live in this main character syndrome bubble. But eventually that bubble bursts. Eventually the feds are going to track you down. They're going to knock at your door. They're going to strip you away and you're going to get your ass thrown in jail. Go home. Play it safe. Just be a regular, normal person. Go to the gym. Cook some food. Watch some shows that aren't based off of like this type of vigilantism? Like, just be a normal freaking person. Is that too much to ask? I don't know why we've gotten to this point or how we've really gotten to this point. I think a big part of it, though, to answer my own question, is you have people on the left, mainstream media, Democrat politicians. They are literally adding more fuel to the fire. Tim Walz wants people to go and fight ICE agents. Barack Obama is weaponizing his platform, the fact that he used to be an American president, and saying, oh, this is getting crazy out of hand. It's all because of Trump. Like, come on. At what point do we get back to just a common sense conversation and realize that this is all pretty fucked up? What Trump is doing with ICE makes sense. He was elected to do that. People voted for that. Barack Obama did the same thing. Previous presidents have done the same thing. You have to protect the borders. You have to protect the integrity of your nation. It's not that deep. It's not that complicated. I don't know. I feel like common sense has just kind of gone out the window for a lot of people. Really much, like 99% of it seems to be on the left, and I'm a little bit afraid for the future, because if people are this brainwashed right now by propaganda, what the hell is waiting for us in the next 3 years of Trump's administration? If already in the first year we're getting to this point, what's the next 3 years going to look like? What's the future going to look like? What's it going to look like when the Democrats lose another election and JD Vance gets in or something else happens? It's a little worrisome, but don't be too worried. Make sure to live your life. Enjoy your day. Enjoy football Sunday. And I'll see you guys later for another video. Just make sure you subscribe to this channel. Hit the post notification. Hit the like button. And I'll see you guys in another one. Bye for now.